All right, today we're diving into something that's, well, it's changing the game, literally. We're looking at a brand new AI tool that's live right now and lets you turn any image into a world you can actually play in. But let's start with a question, a kind of crazy one. What if you could actually play a painting? Step inside a masterpiece and just walk around. Or what if you could explore the world inside a photograph you just snapped on your phone, turning a static memory into a space you can move through? Or maybe, and this is where it gets really cool, a kid's drawing, taking those crayon scribbles and bringing them to life as a real playable adventure. Or even just a quick sketch you doodled on a napkin. Now I know this all sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but believe me, it is happening right now. So who's behind this magic? There's a company called Dynamics Lab, and their new AI is named Mirage 2. And it's the tool that takes that wild idea, playing an image, and just makes it real. And the way it works is honestly ridiculously simple. You just upload any image you can think of, the AI immediately gets to work and builds an interactive 2.5D world based on that image. Think of it like a digital pop-up book. It has that sense of depths, but you move side to side like in a classic game. But the truly wild part is that while you're playing, you can just type commands and change the world around you in real time. Okay, but here's the thing. Dynamics Lab isn't alone in this space. You've probably heard the buzz about tech giants like Google jumping in with their own AI model, Genie. So the real question is, right, how does a smaller startup like this stack up against a behemoth like Google? Well, this table really lays it all out. Google's Genie, super impressive, no doubt, but it's basically a research project that you and I can't touch. Mirage 2, on the other hand, is public, it's free, and it's available today. But the biggest difference, the real kicker, is the playtime. Genie's worlds tend to, well, they fall apart after about 10 or 20 seconds. With Mirage 2, you can have stable play sessions that last for over 10 minutes. That's the difference between a cool science fair project and an actual thing you can use. And hey, it's not just Google. You've got Microsoft's tinkering with an AI-powered Quake and a bunch of other pretty wild demos out there. But they all share the same theme. They're mostly internal projects, these limited tests. Mirage 2 is the first one to just throw the doors open and say, hey, come on in, anyone can try this. So, how in the world does this work? I mean, what's the actual tech behind the magic? How do you go from a flat picture to a world you can run around in? Okay, so the technical name is a total mouthful. Transformer-based autoregressive diffusion model. Yeah, I know. But forget the jargon. The core idea is actually pretty intuitive. This AI basically went to video game school. Let's break it down like this. Step 1. The AI basically binge watches millions of hours of video games. It's learning all the unwritten rules. How gravity works, how characters jump, all that stuff. Then you come along and upload your image. That's the creative spark, the theme. But here's the best part. It doesn't build the entire world at once. Nope. It generates it frame by frame as you play, reacting to everything you do in real time. It's wild. Okay, so that's the how. But what about the so what? Why does any of this matter? What does it really mean when anyone, and I mean anyone, can turn a simple sketch into a playable world? For gamers, this is a total game changer. Think about it. Games that literally never end. Games that create new content faster than you could ever hope to play it. Every single time you log in, it's a completely different experience, even from the same starting image. Plus, with Mirage 2, you can actually save these worlds you create and send them to your friends. That's huge. And what about creators? For them, this is like discovering a brand new color. Your digital art is no longer just something to look at. It's a place to explore. That photo you took becomes a memory you can walk around in. We're talking about a whole new type of content creator here. Not just a video maker, but a world builder. And trust me, this isn't just about fun and games. The business applications are pretty mind-blowing. You could create super cheap, super effective training simulations. Or forget boring product websites. How about a virtual showroom you can actually walk through? For education, man, instead of just reading about ancient Rome, you could upload a picture and literally take a stroll through the forum. All right, let's pump the brakes for just a second. The potential is obviously enormous, but we do need a quick reality check here. This tech is incredible, but it's also brand new. To really get where this is all going, we have to be honest about where it is right now. So, what's the catch? Well, if you go try Mirage 2 right now, you're gonna see it. The graphics can be imperfect. The controls feel a bit wonky sometimes, and yeah, you'll definitely spot some weird visual glitches. It is not a polished AAA game experience. Not yet. But that's not the whole story. Because you have to look at the speed this is moving at. The first version of Mirage came out just 1 month before this one. The improvement in just a few weeks is absolutely staggering. This isn't slow, plodding progress. This is an explosion. The little glitches we see today, they could easily be gone by next month. And all this rapid progress, of course, leads to the big, looming question that always comes up with creative AI. Is this going to replace human game developers? Are we trying to take the artist out of the picture? Well, if you ask the people actually building these tools, the answer is a pretty firm no. The goal here isn't replacement, it's collaboration. Think of it like this. The AI is amazing at building the technical framework, the physics, the world generation, but it still needs a human to provide the vision, the art, the story, the soul. The idea is that this frees up developers from the technical grind so they can focus on what really matters, being creative. And that really brings us to the most exciting part of all this. For the very first time, the ability to build and share your own interactive worlds isn't locked away in big studios with giant budgets. It's in the hands of anyone with an imagination and a picture. So that leaves just one question, really. What world are you going to create?